Have you ever thought about where a person's future really begins? Does it start from a rich family, from a big degree, or from powerful connections? No. A person's future begins from a place that nobody can see, and that place is his thoughts. Because even Thomas Edison became what he first imagined in his mind. Today's story is about a man whose life proved that a person becomes what he thinks. His name was Harris. Harris lived in a small town. His father worked in a small shop. Their financial condition was not very good. But the biggest problem in Harris's life was not poverty. The real problem was the people around him. Everyone kept saying the same thing. People like us can never do big things. Big success is only for rich people. Just be happy with whatever you get. Slowly, these words started living inside Harris's mind. He started thinking that maybe his future would also be ordinary. Maybe he would spend his whole life doing a small job. One day, he was walking through the market. He saw a huge company building. Inside, many people were working. Cars were parked outside. Everything looked big and successful. Harris stopped for a moment. A strange thought came into his mind. Can I ever work here one day? Can I ever become successful? But the very next moment, another voice came into his mind. No, this is not for you. Harris walked away. But something small had changed that day. For the first time in his life, he started thinking about his thoughts. He asked himself, if I keep thinking that I cannot do anything, maybe I will never do anything. That day, he made a decision. Before changing his life, he decided to change his thinking. Whenever a negative thought came into his mind, he changed it. When his mind said, this is difficult, he replied, I can learn. When people said, this is impossible, he thought, someone must have made it possible before. Slowly, his thinking began to change, and something interesting happened. As his thoughts changed, his decisions also changed. Because if you don't change your thinking, no one else can change it for you. Harris started working harder. He started learning new things. Years later, the same Harris who once stood outside that big building was now working inside that company in an important position. One day, his friend asked him in surprise, Harris, how did your life change? What did you do? Harris smiled and said softly, I first changed my thinking. Then he said something very powerful. A person's life does not change because of decisions. Life changes because of thoughts, because thoughts create decisions. This idea can also be seen in the life of many successful people. For example, the famous inventor Thomas Edison. When he was trying to invent the light bulb, he did not fail once or twice. He failed thousands of times. People asked him, did you not feel disappointed after failing so many times? He replied, I have not failed. I have just found thousands of ways that do not work. That is the difference between ordinary thinking and successful thinking. An ordinary person stops when he sees difficulty, but a successful person sees difficulty and thinks there must be a solution. I just have to find it. Remember this, the future is not built outside. It is slowly built inside a person's mind. This idea is also written in the famous book As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. The main message of this book is simple. A person becomes what he thinks. If you always think about fear, your life will be full of fear. If you always think about failure, your steps will stop automatically. But if you start thinking, I can improve, I can move forward, then slowly new paths start appearing. Because one truth never changes. A person's future becomes exactly like his thoughts. So, friends, if you also dream of success in your life, first change your thinking. Because when a person changes his thinking, slowly his life begins to change as well. If you like motivational and life-changing stories like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel. And I will see you in the next video with another story